Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to XCOM Chimera Squad, where things are going well. It hasn't been long enough for one time things went well. Let's see if we can replicate it. How about that? So, we have 5 agents available for APC duty, and somebody needs to go to the assembly to make sure that this thing gets done tomorrow, right? Yeah. So, who do we want it to be? To be perfectly honest, I kind of like the way this team is working together right now. Like, Godmother's a super powerful unit and stuff, but maybe let's stick with this for the moment. She can work the assembly. And we are definitely having some unrest problems, but fortunately Vigilance is off cooldown. Okay, let's have a look at... sorry, that's not what I want. I want to have a look at leveling up a field team. Okay, so it's pretty expensive. Plus 25 intel bonus rewards on missions in that district. And they all do that. They provide bonuses for missions in their district. And then the last level gives you more income, and it's actually quite different for each one. Okay. Well, what are we doing here? We're certainly not working in this district, so I guess we don't need to worry about leveling that up yet. It's blue mission time, huh? So, it actually doesn't matter who we have on APC duty, I guess. My feeling on this, Intel versus Elerium, is that we seem to be doing just fine on Elerium without having to spend, like, any effort at all on it in quite some time. If we get Elerium every time we do an evidence recovery during a mission, it seems like, and that's been keeping us going. I think let's lean in on the Intel. Like I said, I really would like to get some more field teams established. Oh hey, and look, we get to finally pick up that bizarre movie projector. Is there anything else we needed to do here? I don't think so. Everybody's assigned, stuff's happening. Yeah, we're totally good. Okay, let's hit it. So we finished our medikits, Terminal has completed her spec op, and so that's a bunch of extra credits for us.
The high quality of Grey Phoenix leadership is what keeps their people loyal. Disrupt their chain of command. Without leaders, their lower ranks will be more willing to talk.
Okay, I mean, at least that's an actionable plan, right? So what is up next? Next is missions, okay.
To enjoy our food. That's why we've kept it simple. It all starts with our patties, ranked a 7 on the cross-species consumability index. But that's not good enough for our customers, so we inject each patty with a flavor bulb of your choice. When it fully gestates, you're ready to see how we turn each 7 into a 10. Burger Palace. New name, new process, same great taste.
Okay, I'm not trying to be that guy who's like, food that's unfamiliar. But they used the word gestate. And I don't think it's unreasonable for me to be like, hey, I don't want my food to gestate while I'm I don't want to order my food and then be told, hey, go sit down over there, take a number, we'll tell you when it's finished gestating. You know? It's not an ugly American thing, right? That's probably relatively universal. So we can get a targeting system and drop the unrest here. And we can actually do this now. But we don't have to. Oh, also, we should absolutely spend our intel. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's produce some intel things. What do we actually want? Do we want to build another security team? We have enough resources to do... I guess no matter how we split this, we have enough resources to make 2 more teams, right? I mean, intel seems really important, especially since we have to pay to level up our teams afterward. So let's put down a team in a place that has some unrest, right? And then we should put down one more, and it should maybe be one that provides credits? I think probably one that provides credits. Let's do that in... Here, I guess it doesn't matter too much. Because there are no other districts that have... none of the districts that have unrest don't yet have a field team. We could quarantine. Yeah, let's quarantine downtown and do this real fast. Because it does seem like, yeah, a targeting system is probably a pretty good thing, and also That way we could really not have a lot of unrest outside of downtown that way. So let's quarantine downtown and hit this. Sorry, we're not hitting that yet. We have stuff to assign. Oh, also the scavenger market is open. I just spent all my intel. It's fine. Spec Ops. So, in a second here, when we get paid, we have mostly security teams. We have 2 of these, and each one of them is going to pay out 15 credits. That's a bummer. We're gonna end up just the tiniest bit short of our armor upgrade. Well, we could put terminal back on that. I really like the team we have running now, and I think we should continue to work that team. Yeah, I know. Let's have her do this again. That's the thing, terminal. You're just so good. Everybody gets along with you, you know. You're so good at the job. Okay, so we did that. I think we're going to be on the other side of this armor thing relatively soon, so it might be time to start researching something that costs supplies again. Or we probably don't need to push for expert field teams. We still don't even have 1 level 2 field team, so let's go weapon optics. We have slots on all the weapons. Let's get this figured out. Okay, so that's a 3-bar thing. So we could pull Godmother off of that tomorrow, and it would still complete at the end of tomorrow. Alright, let's do it. Unknown hostiles have deliberately overloaded a power pylon. Destroy it before it shorts out the entire district. That seems very doable. And we don't have any new stuff. I think we just run out exactly the way we were last time, right? Security doors and also doors. A single encounter. Okay. 1 encounter, which means don't hold back on those once per mission abilities.
Hostiles defending the target device.
Alright, we got it. We could go through the security door. There are fewer aggressive enemies present. Scanners seem like a real bad time. Alright, Zephyr. Open the door. Should we still have some people go through the main door just so that we have a good spread of visibilities? I don't know, man. I don't really want to be marked the whole encounter. We'll just go in this way. It's fine. Verge, and then Torque. Let's do it. Okay, so 5 enemies. Nobody's reading as aggressive, but also nobody is surprised, which is a shame. I think I'm going to have her hit the Paladin. I guess she's going to go first, right? So she could hit anybody this time. Maybe it's a better idea to have her go after the Dominator, because everybody else is going to have an easy time hitting the Paladin. I had described the tone of the dialogue sequences and stuff as kind of comic booky, and I was trying to think of what, because I don't mean all comic books, obviously, but there's a particular kind of comic book, and talking to somebody else about it helped me crystallize it a little bit more. It's not really comic books that I'm thinking of, it's Saturday morning cartoons, which actually is kind of fitting when you think about the way that the Chosen are portrayed in XCOM 2 War of the Chosen. I think I even said during our video series on that there's definitely a sort of a Saturday morning cartoon vibe to especially the sniper guy. I can't remember what their names were. Anyway, back to this thing. Back to the thing we're actually doing right now. Shoot that Paladin. That's terrible. How did you break the window without even successfully shooting it? It's incredible. Is there somebody that we want to levitate to prevent from taking cover? And really, the only person I would want to do that to is this Paladin, and I think our plan here is going to be to drop him instead. Although, we could Toxic Greeting somebody else. Yeah, I'm going to Toxic Greeting this guy. Sorry, buddy. Okay, we did kind of run her out there in front of an awful lot of enemies. Yeah, that's what I figured. He doesn't really have anywhere to go, so he'll be an easy takedown.
That's the target. Disassemble that thing.
Destroy the pylon to stop reinforcements. Hey, that seems like a good idea. This is not exactly the mission that we read the description for, is it? Alright, we're gonna put this Dominator down. Actually, do I want to team up somebody to deal with this guy first? I think I probably do. Well, actually, he might just die at the beginning of his turn, though, right? Because of the poison? I think we can just let him go. I'm gonna absolutely punch this Dominator's lights out.
Splintering.
Wow, that's a hell of a punch. She brought her hand down on him so hard that he bounced off the ground and back up into that chair. And then where do I actually want her to end up? We probably don't want her to just stand still and parry, as much fun as that often is. Well, you know what, though? If we control the situation well enough, having her just eat a shot like that and then having Cherub throw shield on her... No, we should run her to cover. Let's run her to here. Try to get her away from the faceless a little bit. Okay, yep, so he went down to the poison. So we have a Muton up. This Paladin's got to get brought down relatively soon. That guy's going to be real hard to deal with. I think my plan is Kinetic Shield on... Oh, I can't Kinetic Shield Godmother. Uh-oh. She's definitely going to get Mutoned, right? But I'm just thinking, like, I wanted to Kinetic Shield her and then bash this guy. I can't move and do those things, so I think what I'm going to do instead is Kinetic Shield Verge, and he might have to make some moves. Or we could toss a Ceasefire Grenade out there. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna prevent her from getting attacked this way instead. It will not, in fact, cause damage to a friendly.
Throwing grenade.
Oh no, her gun was disabled. And then, knock knock.
You're clear. Go. Book 'em.
Ooh, yeah, that's a pretty good move, actually. Oh, except he whiffed. That's right, I was figuring he was going to just open up this thing, but actually he was shooting at Cherub's cover. Strange decision. Well, this seems like a good time to put a couple of people on the network, and then do we want to, at this moment... I think I'm going to team up Zephyr? Have her move before the Faceless? So here's my plan. Battle Madness on this guy, so that he shoots the Faceless.
Put your mind to it.
Wow, that picture on the wall behind Verge is real creepy. Okay, that's not what I thought he was going to do. Huh, interesting. Well, I was going to Mind Flay the Faceless, and then I figured we could finish it off. I guess we won't finish it off. It's still probably right to Mind Flay it. Or not Mind Flay, sorry, Stupor it.
Give me your mind.
Right, and then we have Zephyr punch it real good. And maybe get a stun? Or should I go after the snake? I guess we do have to worry about the pillar and stuff too. Of course there are mission objectives and stuff.
Smashing extremity.
Oh man, rooted on a Faceless. Pretty alright. And then she spontaneously gave birth. So the snake's gonna wake back up. I might just run back over to the location I was in, because Zephyr can get anywhere in this bank in a single move. We may as well just reclaim our cover here. Okay, him being rooted is great. We can definitely put the Faceless... Well, definitely is strong. We can probably put the Faceless down. We bash that guy. We can't take you out. I think I'm gonna do this. This is the only guy who's not on the neural network. So I think now we're...
Why don't you lie down for
Now we're at 5 arrests, right? When we take these two down, that will make 4 and 5. Ooh, no dodge in the tongue, apparently. Alright, that's fine. That's very savable. Okay, so we gotta take out that pillar. How much health does it have? Okay. Let's... Kinetic shield... It doesn't really matter. Kinetic shield torque, I guess?
Now that's protection.
And then we'll shoot the pillar. This action will not cause... This dialogue is a little bit bugged, I think. Alright, and then Verge. I think Verge does a Mind Flay. Because this'll unfreeze us, right? How much damage is it? 2 to 3 damage to each of the things. That's a really inconvenient amount. That's the wrong amount. When I blow that up, it will cause damage to the space around it, so obviously I don't want to do that. Maybe I just want to do the Mind Flay, though, because of the fact that it will damage the Viper. Will end turn. Yeah, I think it's right.
My mind overwhelmed.
Because we gotta make it so the torque can move. And then maybe Zephyr just punches this guy. No, we gotta take out this faceless. That matters. And we gotta hope that Torque can bring down this pillar. How much health does it have left? 5. So it's possible, but not guaranteed. But yeah, you gotta get out of there and take the shot and hope that we get the 5. Because otherwise we get reinforced upon.
Do you want to die? Then stay here.
Can I please target the... We had to wait till that civilian finishes animating. Come on. Oh, that's unfortunate. And the Python wouldn't have gotten a move either, and now he's going to do a tongue thing. Please dodge. That's so annoying. It's super annoying for him to be doing that while taking cover next to the explosive. Hey, that's a lot of reinforcements. Okay, well, the good news is we're in a decent position here to do some damage. Let's throw up a kinetic shield on you.
Popping and blocking.
And then we just shoot this guy in the face, right? Because charging him will do 3 damage, but this will do 3 to 4. Okay, we got our... he is very under control, though. Stupor on the new guy. And then another Mind Flay.
You cannot resist.
Man, Mind Flay seems really good. I wasn't paying enough attention to even see how many actions I hit for on the thing. Apparently it was 1. And he wants vengeance. Alright, Zephyr's got to put this guy away and then run. We can deal with the pillar on Torque's turn. And honestly, this has gotten a little bit messy, but we haven't really taken a lot of extra damage here or anything. We are going to let that Legionnaire just have a real turn, and that's a shame. But I think it's really important we get that done. It's alright, look how tough Cherub is.
I made the arrest.
Okay, that is quite a lot of incapacitations. That's more than I was expecting. Yeah, it does seem like there are some little bits that aren't connected to the other bits so well, like the mission description for that having been about a power plant. Unless I'm misremembering, and I think that was the description we read. It's definitely a picture of a bank, though. Okay, so -2 on rest, 20 intel earned from captured enemies, and look at all this pay. Look at all that intel.
Tired, and it's not even noon.
What did you have for breakfast?
I'll tell you what she didn't have. Big Crunch.
The cereal that writhes?
That's the one.
How does that even work?
We dip gene-tailored larval nuggets into our special batter. Simply add warm milk and prepare for a big crunch.
What kind of milk?
Milk from any warm-blooded mammal will end the nugget's hibernation. Then you're ready for some big crunch.
That sounds fun, but I'm a human. Can I have some too?
Of course! Nearly everyone can eat Big Crunch.
What about
Nearly.
I said nearly. Under no circumstances should sectoids consume Big Crunch.
Oh, dang.
Well, I know what I'm having. A wriggling bowl of... Oh, go on. You can say it.
Big Crunch, the cereal that writhes.
Food life. Feeding the worlds.
I mean, he seems to be having so much fun. Alright, so we don't need Godmother to stay on the assembly here. I'm wondering if we should pull somebody in for training. Can we, if I pull her in for training? Okay, she can't just take 2 HP over and over and over again. Then we should probably put somebody else in for the plus 2 HP training and have her take their seat on the APC. So, who would that be? Maybe Torque? I feel like we put Torque in harm's way a lot with Bind and everything. Let's do this. Get you some basic conditioning. That'll complete anyway, and it is probably time to go and do our mission here. Although actually, it's still quarantine. So the quarantine. I didn't realize the quarantine had a duration. I figured it was just for 1 day. So we could, in fact, do another blue thing before we move in on that, and maybe we should. I would like to get 75 credits. Let's track some alloy thieves. Local thieves keep robbing automated trucks transporting rare and valuable alloys. A local manufacturer offers a reward for each recovered crate, and it turns out we're pretty good at recovering crates. Okay, we got our weapon optics available. And then we have a critical... We have to do the thing. We have to.
Or just something for the little ones? Come on down to the Thought Bubble. We're located 3 blocks from the square in City 31. Graphic novels from the old world and the new. Come see what everyone's thinking about.
Okay. So we actually still have a fair amount of money. We could do another thing. Also, we should figure out what we're assembling. It might be time for enhanced assault rifles. We're accumulating credits. Yeah, this is probably a decent time to go for this. Okay, so we'd like somebody on that the whole way. But I really want to let them both finish their job. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. So, let's go and get 30 credits, and also, you know, not lose the game. So Grey Phoenix has learned one of their associates tried to cut a deal with 3-1 PD. They reacted poorly. Head to the water treatment plant and recover that informant before they do. Sounds like a good plan. Is there... We don't have any upgrades to assign or anything? No. We do have enough credits to put together a little something. We cannot, unfortunately, increase our aim. Do we want to buy... I mean, we could maybe go for another grenade or something? Hey, let's see what people have equipped on them. What do we have on these guys? It's most of our stuff, right? Make items available. All agents not assigned to the APC. So we do have a targeting system that I did not equip on anybody. Or sorry, did we get that targeting system from that last mission? We might have. Who wants the impact frame is the first question. I think Godmother's the one who's most likely to be able to use it. That's why we had it on her in the first place, so that makes sense. The targeting system... The targeting system will give us a good reason to shoot with Cherub. Right now, it kind of feels like a waste every time we have him shoot. This at least gives him a little something extra to do on his turn. The Adrenal Weave makes the first reaction fire shot taken against the agent each turn miss. A reaction fire is like Overwatch fire. We haven't really seen enemies doing Overwatch yet, so I don't know how much that matters. The Mock Weave, I think we're going to put on either Godmother or Zephyr. Zephyr's more likely to be able to get out of the ridiculous situations we put her into. So I think let's give you the Mock Weave. And then... the Adrenal Weave, I guess, could go on Cherub? But I don't... It's very unlikely to matter. Okay, we don't have any other spare utility items. Everything is equipped. So, if we wanted to build something else, what would it be? I mean, it would not hurt us to have another flashbang. Flashbangs are very, very powerful. Oh, there is a vent breach option potentially here. Also a repel point. Maybe we want to make one of these infiltrator weaves so that we have access to vents even when Torque's not around. I think I'm going to go for it. And we're going to put it on... oh, it's armor stuff, though. So yeah, okay, we'll put that on you, and we'll give the Mock Weave to Verge? That doesn't seem right. We'll give the Mock Weave to you. Okay, I feel alright about that. Okay, let's do it. Projected difficulty, very difficult. It's fine. We'll probably be fine. We'll maybe potentially be fine.
Phoenix associate called 31PD, offering information in return for protection. It sounds like it was too late. Grey Phoenix just showed up at our VIP's place of employment.
Then we're the VIP's protection. Squad, prepare to breach.
Alright, so we have this side window, which sucks. The repel point, agents entering get +3 mobility, and then +1 armor for the encounter for one person coming through here, and everybody gets real dodgy. I wonder why you would use... I guess the side window probably has some lines of sight that would be useful. My feeling is... Gosh, look how much tougher we all are. My feeling is I probably want the increased mobility on the shotgunner, right? And then we'll just send everybody else in through the door. I'm a little worried about the low visibility. But I guess we could send Zephyr through, because it doesn't matter how hard the enemies are to hit. She kind of ignores that whole mechanic. And maybe she could grab somebody who is otherwise pretty awkward to grab. Agent damage is likely. I mean, that's true everywhere. I do like the idea of going in through all the points at the same time, you know? Then again, the ready for anything could be valuable for her. Yeah, I'm gonna make this Zephyr, and then we'll have Verge go in after her.
Breaching!
Stay behind me.
Alright, what do we got? That's pretty cool. So we got a lot of aggressive enemies. That's a problem. I think this is what we're doing with Godmother, though. And this is a 3-encounter mission, so we probably want to save Alpha Strike. Wow, she really got him. This is... All you can do is shoot at that guy. Yeah, I mean, I guess go for it. Wow, okay. Sometimes you get lucky. So yeah, the front door was a real problem because you have very little visibility to the enemies from there. Which is why you might want to go in through the other door. Hey, that seems pretty alright. Doesn't necessarily need to be you, though. The Dominator's certainly going to be a problem. We have no shot at all. So Flush doesn't say that it ends your turn. You see, this tells you explicitly will end turn. I wonder if we could flush the Dominator out and then still shoot him. It seems very powerful. Obviously, we won't be able to bring him down no matter what we do. I think I want to save my team up for later in the mission. So let's go for this. We haven't used flush yet.
Now they reposition.
Okay, so that spooks him. He runs to a different place where we have a much better shot on him. Man, the fact that flush doesn't end your turn makes that even better than I already thought it was. Okay, and that's not a big deal because that Dominator is very easy to take down now. Do we... I mean, I don't think we want to do anything other than take him down, right? Let's hit somebody with the kinetic shield and just go put that guy under arrest so that we have Godmother back. I guess, actually, charge bashing him is a dash. Oh, never mind. I actually can't do it. Alright, well then, that does change things a little bit. Ceasefire Grenade is unlikely to be meaningful. So I guess we take advantage of our targeting system now. Kinetic Shield, you? I don't know, man. And give this guy... Let us make him feel targeted. Okay, did that work? You have to hit him for the targeting system? Oh, man. These guys are very annoying. Alright, you are going to put this dude away. And we got to be a threat to the Python, but we also don't want to make it trivial for him to grab me and pull me in. I think maybe I just hide right here. I mean, this is still high cover. I could have just stood in place and parried, too. That might have been the better play, honestly. Boy, they really do not like her. Or they like her a whole lot. I have trouble telling with snake people. Okay, let's, So that Python's probably getting Zephyr punched, right? So let's stupor this guy. Ah, that's a shame. I was really hoping for the double. And then we could shoot him. It's not unlikely. But no, the hollow... Did I forget to equip the hollow system? It might be that you have to hit with it in order to actually get the boost. Or we could just mind flay him, because mind flaying people is really fun. The mind flay does a guaranteed 3? No, it does a guaranteed 4. So it's probably better than shooting. Plus, this animation's cool. You know, it has that going for it. No, it totally does do 3 damage. Regardless of what we were shown by the prediction indicator. Alright, so what's he going to do with his one action? I assume he's going to do psychic something. Oh, Mind Control Zephyr is actually very bad for us. Yeah, that's, like, phenomenally bad. Really rough time for it. Which grenade did she have? Flash, right. Boy. Well... we gotta shoot this guy down. Like, this guy's gotta go. Popping him is gonna break the mind control. That's very important. Okay, we figured it out. We got there eventually. Not 100% ideal. And we didn't take that much damage overall. Godmother got kind of manhandled, but she's tough.
The plant's pump room is up ahead. Expect the contents to be under pressure.
Not as much as our VIP. We should hurry.
I think that was the implication there, Verge, but it's good to see you're keeping up. Okay, so mobility or somebody gets +1 in armor. Well, I mean, it sure seems like we want to send exactly one person through the side door, right? I'm going to have it be Godmother. With the damage that she has on her already, I feel like 1 point of armor could be real nice. And then do like this.
Breach! Breach! Breach!
Breaching in.
Alright, what do we have here? We have a Dominator. Wow, a lot of aggressive enemies. Yeah, this is bad, man. Actually, just like a very strong group of enemies on the whole as well. This might be a good Alpha Strike time. This seems real dangerous. Ah, that sucks. That really, like, we needed that to land. Alright, I think at the risk of maybe putting myself in a little bit of danger here, this might be a good Phalanx time. And then Fearless Advance on... I mean, she would put the Adder away. She might put that Python away, but it's not guaranteed, right? She does 5 to 6 damage, I believe. Let's have her just drop the Adder. And then he can start on somebody. So we don't have to worry about the aggressive enemies. The Adder's under control. Who is the next biggest concern? It's definitely one of the psychic enemies. Let's hit the Dominator. Okay, good start, good start. So it was not, in fact, the case that all of the aggressive enemies targeted Cherub. I'm assuming one of them couldn't see him, and that's why they shot Godmother instead. Boy, this is a situation, huh?
Charged up.
Okay, unfortunately, I don't think that we're actually positioned in such a way that the charge is useful to us. And it looks like the enemies have done a really good job of spreading out such that I can't hit 2 enemies with Scattershot anywhere in the room. But I can almost certainly flatten this dude. I probably want to move up to a more covered position before doing so. Did he just... That was some serious Claudius shit there. He had time to say, "Oh, I am slain." Okay, Godmother loses her next turn. Yeah, and because these guys are so spread out, the charged bash is also not going to, like, we're not going to be able to hit more than one enemy with this no matter how we do it. They've done a really good job of very carefully spreading out so none of my abilities are cool. Can we get a ceasefire grenade into this room? I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter because the enemies in there are all Dominators anyway. In fact, the Python and the Legionnaire, the 2 enemies who are furthest apart, are the only ones who are going to use their guns. Let's hit Zephyr with a kinetic shield. That one's probably not going to come as a big surprise to anybody. And then... do I want to just... I mean, we do more damage with the shield when it's charged. So maybe I just want to smash this guy. Yeah, I think so.
Thought I had it.
Alright, hopefully the Dominator's gonna miss whatever he tries to do here. Come on, resist. Oh, he did. He actually did. Okay, cool. Let's take out this Paladin, I think. We can run in and flatten the Dominator. Honestly, the Dominator is more dangerous. We do not need somebody getting mind-controlled out here. And we are doing real well on arrests. May as well do this real quick while we're in here. And then, do I want to just parry? I think that Legionnaire is probably going to shoot me. I still have my kinetic shield up, so we don't even need the parry. But this will probably keep his attention back here, instead of having him shoot Godmother or something. Yeah, that is what we wanted. So how does this work? Is it going to spend both the shield and the parry, or... Looks like it broke the shield. And she didn't do the parry animation, so she still has parry up, hopefully? Oh, wow. I am surprised by that decision. Well, let's try to stupor the snake. Instead of Berserk? Is that... Yeah, that's probably right. Ah, 1. That's a shame. And then we'll go Battle Madness on this Dominator.
Unleash your frustration.
Because he might flatten the Paladin for us. Okay, it's not totally ideal. Okay, that's interesting. I'm a little surprised that he didn't get to bind me. Also, it looks like I can't charged bash over to here. Oh, because I only have 1 action. Right. Okay. Well, I mean, it feels like I should just smash the Python in the face. I guess shooting him is just as good. And that doesn't spend my charge. I might want to maintain my charge. Okay, at least this time he's doing it to a unit that isn't going next. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to break that with just a single punch. I could use team up here. We could like pull Godmother up or something so that we can finish off the Dominator so that Verge doesn't get a turn where he's on the enemy team. I think this might actually be... This is probably the right moment for this. And it's fine if it's Cherub, right? Would I rather it be Cherub or Godmother? I think Cherub's a good one. Alright, so let's put a significant amount of damage on you. Unfortunately, this is going to leave the Legionnaire free to take a real turn. It's not what I was hoping for. Oh, we got a disorient. I was going to say, like, a lot of the effects that the punch can leave behind will not break a mind control, but disorient is actually really great.
Get a move on.
So then we have a very different question with Verge. I think I want to stupor the Legionnaire.
Your mind falls away.
And then we're just gonna oh, excellent. We're just gonna subdue this Paladin the old-fashioned way here.
Hostile is under arrest.
So that guy doesn't have anything at all. You're not in the network, so I do have to spend my charged bash. I mean, mechanically speaking, I guess we don't really have a lot of reason to go for arrests anymore, because we're definitely over the intel threshold. Well... I think I'll just take the guaranteed 4 damage. Or 3 damage, rather. Or 2 damage, perhaps. Sometimes it's not even... It's difficult to predict. You only have 1 action, but that guy's in the, oh, right, but you only have, oh no, you have 2 actions, so why can't you, can you really not just, oh yeah, you're just 1 tile short of reaching him, that's why you can't subdue.
Changing position.
Well, he's in the network, just shooting him in the head will work. There you go, just take a nap over there. Alright, we're getting through it. We have some resources left.
Reach as soon as you can. Grey Phoenix is about to turn our VIP into a very messy example.
Get me close enough to defend our VIP.
Alright, Cherub, we're on it. We're working on it, man. Calm down. So, successful shots on enemies during the breach will stun and crit. I mean, we gotta, right? We gotta. So, 3 mobility for going through the windows. The main door gives pinpoint. It's hard not to take Verge through this door. And I think that means we probably want to take Cherub through this door first. And then we don't really need the bonus mobility, honestly. But there might be enemies that not everybody else can see. I guess probably 7 enemies. Probably these guys can see everybody, right? I'm still going to have Zephyr come through from a slightly different angle than everybody else, though.
Reaching.
Because she doesn't benefit from the critical shots on Breach thing anyway, right? Ooh, Berserker. Okay, well, hello everyone. So we have an aggressive Adder, an aggressive Legionnaire. I mean, we gotta take this Paladin, right? Wait, that... Okay, I was gonna say, she didn't somehow miss, did she? So the Paladin's at 2. I think he's only stunned for 1 action, it looks like, so that's a shame. And you are guaranteed a crit, but you are not guaranteed a hit. So, how do we make the best use of this? I'm really worried about that Berserker. But we have some distance. I think we try to start here. Okay, that's really good. We're probably going to want to lift the Adder? Or that... No, I'm going to levitate that Python back there in that room. Prevent an unfortunate tongue grab from occurring. And then you are going to Fearless Advance on... this guy. He did get the hollow target, which means I did remember to equip it. I think that this puts you in a kind of a risky position. I think I want that Adder, though. This is going to be a tough one. Okay, she decided to take cover behind the explosive barrels. That's my fault, I didn't specify. Okay, so there's the VIP.
Off our VIP.
He did start next to a Berserker, which is going to be tough for me to... Boy, how am I going to deal with that? Okay. Well, it's trivial for us to knock this guy out, but I think I need to move to some kind of cover. Gosh, I wish she had one more point of mobility, because right here and shoot that guy is a really good play. I guess I can do a subdue on that guy from here, though. Yeah, I think that's where I want to be. And then the Berserker's going to go, and Lord only knows what's going to happen to us. But I think we got to take care of this Legionnaire.
Hostile subdued.
Okay, he does not kill the VIP immediately. I appreciate that. Easy enough to put the Paladin away, and definitely the right move. We kinetic shield Godmother, and we kind of let Zephyr fend for herself as far as not getting murdered. The Paladin goes after Verge. Verge can deal with the Paladin. Oh no, the Paladin's going to get dealt with right now. Yeah, I think this is right.
Protected from all angles.
We do this, and then Cherub can handle the Paladin, and then Cherub's going to get attacked by the Faceless, which is obviously not ideal, but I think I want to do it from here so that I'm less vulnerable to being shot by the Python. Because no matter where I do it from, I'm getting Faceless. It's alright. Cherub's tough. He's a tough dude. He'll be fine. We're all tough. I need to believe that all of our agents are super tough, because otherwise the things I'm constantly doing to them seem incredibly cruel. What are you doing? Why does it need to be from there? Also, that animation, in XCOM 2, they have that same issue, where sometimes they seem to attack from in the wrong direction. So... Nanomedikit heal is very effective. Some very effective healing. We could throw this out on... Oh, sorry, he doesn't have a gremlin, right? I was thinking of projecting a heal, but that's not how that works. And I only have vision of 2 of them, huh? That's a real shame, because my plan here was to combat Berserk the Berserker and hope we get him to run the wrong way. Well... Let's go Battle Madness on the Python, then. We're just going to add a bunch of enemies to the network here. Alright, very helpful, very helpful. And then I think we're gonna stupor the Faceless as well. This is very unlikely to prevent the Python from taking the turn, the turn he wants to take, but... Is he gonna shoot my VIP? Nope, he's gonna try to shoot through multiple walls. Right, that projectile would... How was he even figuring he had that shot? Boy, that's a... Alright, I think I want to drop a great big elbow on this Python's head.
Shattering.
Come on, please do 6. Ah. Well, a disorient's pretty good, though. That'll prevent him from doing tongue grab at the least. And then my momentum move could carry me over to the VIP to let him, to let us start running him away. My concern, though, is as soon as the VIP becomes available to me to move, all of a sudden they're going to kick his ass. So maybe instead I should just run. If I run to here, the Berserker's probably gonna follow me out, and then he'll be right in the open in front of everybody. I don't think I want to stay in parry, because the Python will break the parry, and then the Berserker will be free to do whatever he wants to me.
Fast as I can.
Doesn't even want to kick that door open. Alright, so the Python gets to take a shot. Oh, that sucks. I was kind of figuring he was going to shoot at Godmother. Which, you know, is a thing we're prepared for. We have an answer to. The scatter shot... I wonder if I moved up... They both have cover, but I don't really know how Scattershot interacts with cover. Damaging multiple targets. Like, it might just blow through the cover, frankly. Ugh, I wish I knew. This is a bad time to be uncertain of things. We could blow up that. I think that's my play. I think I'm going to blow up the explosive barrels and try to damage the Berserker through the wall. If I flush the Python, I wonder if he'll run over this way. I don't think I need to move, so I'm going to go ahead and do that.
I can feel their alarm.
Ah, he's fallen back. That's the wrong way. I could just shoot him, but frankly, he's pretty under control. Oh, I could shoot that. That doesn't actually hit the Berserker. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, he's mad. He's also on fire. Ow. Well, that's not great. Ceasefire grenade, not effective in this situation. So Cherub... Boy, this is a rough one. The Faceless is double stunned, remember. That Python. I think I have to kinetic shield self? And then... like, I could charge bash and, like, move to cover at least, while still doing damage. My other option, of course, is just to fire a shot at the Berserker, which is not a terrible idea. Especially because I could then, I could then have Verge do something to him and then hit Mind Flay, and that would actually probably kill him. That leaves Cherub in the open with a charge of... Oh boy, if it misses though, it's really ugly. And we have such a long time before his turn. I'm gonna go for it though, because we do have to deal with it. Okay.
Reducing profile.
Alright, Kinetic Shield. You and me. Alright, so Verge. Battle Madness is him. And then we hit the Mind Flay and it kills him and damages a couple of other enemies, I think. It'd be really cool if he would run back there and punch that Python in the face. Oh no, that's the opposite of what I needed. Well, I guess we're gonna restart the encounter. You know, I was not thinking of Battle Madness as Battle Madness, I was thinking of it as go punch your friend. But right, madness. Let's give that another go. That's very funny though. This is a tough encounter.
No
I know
time
you're.
to lose.
I know the deal. We're gonna just try this again. Alright, I think a lot of the decisions we made there were good. I really like Godmother going through the vent. I really like Cherub and Verge getting free crits. And I really like Zephyr having access to all of the targets.
Breach.
And honestly, we could even just... we could do everything the same way. And it still wouldn't necessarily turn out the same, right? There's some non-determinism involved in the plan. I think we'd be very foolish not to take this shot on the Paladin. And get that free guaranteed stun. Now, I don't think we need to finish the Paladin. The Berserker's definitely a priority, but he's not he's not necessarily something we have to kill right now. We could just go for this Adder, so that we don't have to have Zephyr run that far forward. I mean, it's so unlikely that we're... It's not so unlikely. It is more likely than not that we will hit him. It's not like a terrible idea. But it would be nice to pull one of the aggressive enemies before they get to shoot. And a hit is a kill, because the crit will make sure we do at least 4 damage. Ooh, okay. That feels good. I think I like using levitation on the Python. I think that's a good play, because again, the Python can make things real awkward for us. And then we do Fearless Advance on this Legionnaire instead of... Yeah, I think that's reasonable. And try not to get the, try not to convince the enemies to kill the VIP. Get your vengeance! Okay, not a bad start. Interesting. Viper just hunkers down. I will do my level best. Okay. It is a shame that we can't... Oh, wait, is there... Okay, there is a version of the scatter shot. It leaves me right here in a pretty open spot, but it does put down the Paladin while dealing a lot of damage to the Faceless. It also lets this Legionnaire have his turn. It's probably not a good idea to let the Legionnaire have his turn. I'm going to go for this. I'm going to leave her right here. The Berserker's still not going to be a threat to us. Probably. Not this turn, anyway. But I like that he ran out into the open this time. Nope, never mind. Oh, no, he stayed out. Okay. It's hard to justify doing too much different from the way we did it last time, though. I'm going to throw the kinetic shield on Zephyr, because Zephyr's not going for quite a while. And then I think we're just going to go ahead and punch that Paladin, right? I certainly can't let him do a thing. The question is... Where do I think I'm going to be shot from? You're going to shoot at me, or do a tongue thing. Cover doesn't seem to matter too much against the tongue. I guess I'm going to keep it back here this time.
I'm
Alright, so the Faceless still gets his hit in. Also, really makes me nervous when he just kicks a plasma rifle across the room like that. Oh, hey, that's pretty lucky. Alright, so Verge has some different options than he had last time. We are not going to Battle Madness the Berserker, but it might be a good idea to Stupor the Berserker. Certainly, I don't really need to mess with the Faceless right now. Let's try to throw up a Stupor here.
Your mind falls away.
Alright, well, one's pretty good on a unit that uses melee attacks. Let's see if we can get this guy to shoot. You know what? I'm putting myself in a position where he might just shoot the VIP, though. Here we go. This is what I was hoping for. I should probably have remembered what happened last time and not done that, though. Oh, that's inconvenient. I mean, the Mind Flay will free him. It could be a lot worse. It could be a lot worse. Kind of want to run in here and punch this Python in the head. For the chance at the stun or disorient or maybe even knockout. Especially since it's going to go next. And then we can have Godmother work on this thing. I think this is right. Okay, and given that enemy positioning had worked out pretty differently, I honestly would probably have just stood in here and parried. I might still just stand still and parry. Or, you know, like, I have Kinetic Shield up still. I'm going to go over here and activate the VIP. We're going to try to get the VIP to safety. You gotta get reinforcements coming in through that window. Berserker has one action. I think we're safe to just go straight for it. The window breaks long after we traveled through it. Yeah, just run to here and drop the Faceless, right? As much as I would like to shoot the Berserker, I think we gotta trust that he is too stunned to do anything dangerous. Boy, I would not want to be responsible for detaining a Faceless. It's like trying to put Clayface in prison.
Buttoned up.
Alright, so Verge can move and then Mind Flay, because there's nobody else for him to put in the network. So that breaks the bind, which hopefully will give us Cherub's turn. Okay, he's mad, but we'll be fine. Nope, the Python just gets to go again immediately. That's a little silly. So you get an immediate turn when you're broken out of mind control, not when you're broken out of bind, it looks like. You get out of there. That's good for us. Obviously, we're going to have Zephyr crump that Python pretty hard and then get the hell out of here. Boy, this is actually really dangerous, though. Also, he's stunned for 2 actions, so take that. And then, do we have Zephyr parry to absorb enemy attention? As it's 2 paladins and the Berserker. Because if I run away right now, the Berserker definitely just punches Cherub. I guess that happens either way, huh? We can't really stop that from being the case. I think I have to leave. I think we got to get out of here. This is definitely ugly, though. Yes, shield lost. And you have to... Boy, how are you going to help? If I move to right here, I can shoot the Berserker and then bounce from the mission. But, like, I cannot hit him for 7 damage. I guess if I get a crit, which I might, because he's standing in the open, and it rolls maximum base damage, I get him for the 6 and then it crits, maybe he dies?
Moving.
I think we gotta try it. Terminal, you're not even here. She's very bummed out to be missing this. So we don't have any crit chance at all. He's not crittable but through flanking. And we did minimum damage. Harsh. Alright. Bounce, get out of there. Well, Cherub's possibly dead.
Good. You're still breathing.
Yeah, technically. Ooh, boy. So if we withdraw... I mean, does this work? Let's see if the mechanics work the way I want them to here. Because the active squad is withdrawn, so yep, all of our objectives are complete, which means that Cherub no longer has to be saved, despite the fact that that doesn't really make a lot of sense within the fiction of the world. I would not be shocked if they changed that in a patch. But for now, we're taking advantage. Okay, so Illyrium, credits, intel, -2 on rest. We got a lot accomplished by finishing
Excellent.
that.
Dismantling the Grey Phoenix leadership should throw them into disarray.
Oh, dark events. Okay, so from what we've seen, Grey Phoenix is armed with restricted weapons. We don't know their source. That's where you come in. So we go figure out their weapon suppliers. But Grey Phoenix starts using civilian hostages. Or stop the alien abductions. Find out why Grey Phoenix is abducting aliens. That's not usually what you think of when you read the phrase alien abductions. And give them armor shredding. Well, I mean, we don't really have that much... Like, we're not that reliant on our armor in the first place. I think this doesn't seem so bad. So they're shredding... They might shred our 1 point of armor sometimes. That's fine. And I assume that a point of armor that gets shredded in one encounter stays so throughout the mission.
Life is vastly different for all of us. Human, alien, and hybrid alike. Where do we go from here? Are we capable of surmounting the many challenges before us? We'll explore these questions with a new program we call Profiles of Restoration. Each episode follows a person working to rebuild the planet and beyond. Give us a watch or a listen. We want to show you the world.
Yo, Zephyr quickly darts around and attacks every nearby enemy before returning to original position. That seems pretty alright. I guess a lot of that depends on the definition of nearby, but that seems like it could be really powerful. If nearby means even like a range of 2 or 3 tiles, there are definitely situations where that's going to be huge. Alright, let's look at this, let's see the new Scar. What did we do to him? Ooh, HP down. Not a good Scar for that particular guy. I think we're gonna throw him in get yourself back together training here. Alright, and then we have a lot of interesting decisions to make regarding positioning for people and whether we want to do Spec Ops again. We actually have a lot of credits, so man, I don't know. Seems like the kind of thing we could decide next episode, though. So that is going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. This is starting to get a little bit more difficult, and I'm really digging it. We had some hard decisions to make there. Come back next time, tomorrow, for hopefully things to be just like a tiny little bit easier. Just a tiny bit. And we'll see you then.